I met a gypsy.
But yeah, so I think Jett is probably the smart money to win the title. I think like the two dry 20 lappers we've had, he's won both of them.
I agree.
I think he's got a little bit to figure out. I feel like the start of the season would have been hard on him.
Why do you think he was so dominant outdoors and he's not quite as dominant in Supercross?
How do I explain this?
I feel like it is harder for you to be as dominant in Supercross because
We've never
times
seen
are
people
so
Yeah.
close, and
Yeah.
there's, I mean, obviously there's more good guys too because series was a bit depleted when he was racing it, but I don't know.
Yeah, well,
He's a
I
bad
think
dude though. Still,
basically, think about this. This is like a weird way to explain it, but think about the square footage that a Supercross track takes place on, right? So you've got 20 guys over like how many square foot? Now then go to an outdoor track and you've got 40 guys over probably like 10 times the square footage.
he's got more room to play with.
Yeah, he's just got more room to move.
Yeah.
And I think that there's like distance between things, like other riders, lapped riders, the circuit itself, like everything's just stretched out over like a larger time scale. And it's like a weird way of explaining it. But I just think like the variables that take place on such a small enclosed environment with 20 of the best dudes in the world. Like, I just think there's so much more shit that can go wrong. There's so many more obstacles. There's so many more people. Like, it's just everything is more condensed. So I think that's why you never saw Ricky get a perfect season. Jeremy almost did it. Emig kind of shit on that. Pissed in his cornflakes on that
Supercross,
one.
you're saying?
Yeah. But MC almost did it one time.
That's a good point. Yeah.
No one's ever done it.
Yeah.
So, and I think the whole like argument, I've spoken about it before, but it still kind of bugs me with like the depleted field thing, because when you think about it, Chase was the second best guy to Eli
It's true.
that year and almost won the series. So it's like anyone after Eli, it kind of after Chase, they're sort of irrelevant to
You're right.
in a way.
So you're kind of saying maybe the only guy that was missing would have been Eli.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so
Yeah,
I think
you're right for sure.
because it's like nobody, it just wasn't close.
Yeah.
Ever for third in that series when they raced. So it's like then if Jett beat Sexton that easily, like you're just adding one more guy.
Yeah.
You know.
What sucks for Chase that series, man, like he was riding so good too in the outdoors. Like take away Jett, right?
Oh, exactly.
And Chase would win the races by what, a minute sometimes?
He probably would have had a perfect season.
Probably.
So and I guess that's like that was kind of my point in that whole series is like, okay, the only missing variable is Eli. Chase has probably gotten a little bit better, and Eli's not there. So like if Jett beats Chase, then he beat everybody from last year. Essentially, you know, and yeah, everyone said how bad the field was, but it's like if you took Jett out and it was Sexton getting the perfect season, you wouldn't have said Sexton's level was dropped at all over last year.
Yeah.
You'd have like no reason to think that, but it was just the fact that Jett was going so much faster and making it look so much easier that it made him look slower. And like, dude, until the 450 outdoors last year, Chase Sexton looked about as good on a motorcycle as you would think. That's it. You'd be like, no one else can ride a bike better than Chase Sexton. Like freeze frame any fucking photo, the dude is in like the perfect spot, and there's like, Jett, hold my Modelo.
Yeah, and then like the broadcast started saying about how Chase looked not as perfect as Jett. Like, but you
It's the
said
same
a year
guy.
ago that
He's the post-perfect guy.
yeah, I know that's so crazy, but I mean, in a way, it almost is true because I mean, Jett just rides so fucking effortless, man. So he almost does look like he's riding a little bit less than Chase is, but Chase also rides perfect. But Jett maybe is just that a little bit more effortless riding style, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
it's insane, man.
So, could you learn anything about the speed this year based off being on the track at A1 for the time that you were?
Shit, dude, not really, man. I was
Too hard to
I was
tell.
in B group, so
Yeah, okay.
and I crashed on the first start of the first heat, so I
Yeah.
really didn't even get the chance to race. But I did ride around Prado a little bit, and that dude was rolling good, man. He impressed me for sure. I didn't think he'd be that competitive this year, and obviously he's a world champion, right? But Supercross is a completely different animal. So I think it was A2, and I was watching, and he was up there in times. Like he was within like a second of first place, and I was like, man, that's pretty impressive for somebody who's never rode Supercross before to be that competitive. Man, it was rad to see. And actually, have you ever spoke to Prado?
Yeah, he did the show.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
He was so nice. Like I spoke
Bro?
to him after like the first
Yeah.
free practice or something, and I was like, there's a little pisser in the hallway at the right before we go out onto the track, and we were like pissing next to each other, and I was like, yo, how's Supercross? Like we're just both got our dicks out, just pissing, and I was like, yeah, how's it going? He's like, oh, good, man. It's track's good. Track's tough, man. Supercross is tough. And like we had a full blown conversation. I just asked him a quick question, and like he took all the time in the world to talk to me. I was like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, I'm a Prado fan now. Like, you're cool as fuck.
Dude, he actually is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, so Verb, I was doing the Verb podcast, and we were just talking about Prado. Like, how do you think he'll do? And I gave my take, completely forgot about it, and then I got locked out of my WhatsApp. It was on my other phone and fucking App Store, whatever, right? So then I ended up going into my WhatsApp the other day because we're about to go back to Dubai. That's all anyone uses. And I got this message from Prado, like a voice message. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking random. And he just sends me like a big thank you message for talking and nicely, you know.
Really?
Yeah. And he was just, we'd done the pod. So like, I'd say we're friends, you know.
Yeah.
But to just have a guy, I say nice things about everybody
Yeah.
for the most part, you know. And he just like fully took the time to just say like, oh, it means a lot and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you are a fucking very nice person. Like that's not very typical behavior
No,
from a
definitely not.
top tier motocross rider, you know. So yeah,
That's cool.
I'm glad you had that experience with him because it's like he actually is that nice of a guy.
Dude, like, yeah, like I said, we were pissing next to each other, and like he started pissing before me, and then I walked up to him, asked him the question, whatever, and like he was still talking to me like as he was like walking out the door. So I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
You guys don't talk that much to like you said you never spoke to Coop, you never spoke like those guys would fucking know who you are. Like that
They might know who I am, but like I don't know.
100% they do.
I don't know. I don't want to bother him.
You don't think it's weird to just not go up and be like, what's up, boys? Coop's a fucking G. Kenny's
Yeah.
a G.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know Kenny a little bit.
Well, yeah, you rode with Kenny a bit. Yeah.
Tomac, I spoke to Tomac a couple of
Tomac's
times.
cool as fuck,
Yeah,
too.
he's really nice.
Yeah.
Everybody else. I mean, I know Chase. Chase is like I would consider Chase a friend of mine. Chase is super nice. He's like just so genuine.
Yeah, he's another good dude.
Really good guy, man. Like
I mean, honestly, I think all these guys are
for sure, yeah.
like, it's just
Like Barsha seems. I don't know Barsha, but he
Cool
seems
as
like a
fuck.
cool guy.
Yeah.
Like I mean, everybody seems cool. Everybody, I feel like maybe just gets a bit of a persona because they are up here, and people just think that they're gonna be a dick, but they're really not. Maybe.
yeah. Oh man, 100. Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of guys would have a genuine respect for what you do too. You know, like you're in a rare group of privateers. It's like really making a go of it. You know,
Yeah.
like I think Moran's another guy. Like just a bunch of respect for what he's been able to do. You know,
Yeah.
just like hard work. Actually,
He grinds.
He fucking grinds. Like
Yeah.
really, really grinds. I mean, AJ Catanzaro,
Mhm.
like he was a privateer. He ended up making so much money out of his shit that he could just not even race
Yeah.
Supercross. You know,
He's killing it, dude.
so it's like,
AJ's cool, man. I like AJ a lot.
so yeah, I think it's those guys would definitely they'd fuck with Logan Carnell.
I hope so. I'll have to tell him to come out with me in Daytona.
Yeah,
Whoever wins it, let's go. Tomac.
dude, I'm pretty keen for Daytona this year. Actually,
It's so
I've
fun.
only been one
I'll have
time.
to go out.
Yeah,
No.
maybe. I'm like married and shit.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't want to go out.
And one
She'll
kid,
want to go
me.
to sushi or you know what chicks are like.
I got you.
But yeah, maybe we might have to send it.
I'm not racing, so maybe have a beer at the race or something.
Yeah. So you'll go do the fan thing, like kind of interact and
Yeah.
shake babies, kiss hands.
Yeah. I'll probably go there and like maybe set up my pit setup and stuff. They don't really have like a good pit setup there, obviously. Kind of everybody just gets a garage, but just be there, be relevant, promote my sponsor as best as I can there. That's what I've been trying to do. I went to A2, went there on Thursday and set everything up as if I was racing, just to be cool to my sponsors, talk to everybody, be cool, and but yeah, have a few beers after the race, maybe during the race.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.